As always, it is so great to have you here, and I hope you're all staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today, we're gonna grab some jarred white beans, which is the same thing as the canned ones. Like I've told you in the past, one of the best ingredients available to us, because they're heart healthy and packed with nutrients, and create a super delicious recipe. We're talking Spanish beans in adobo sauce. This is known as Alubias and Adobillo. Now the beauty of this dish, besides the fact that it's easy to make and made with the most basic pantry staples, is that it comes together in about 30 minutes, yet the flavors feel like they've been simmering for hours and hours. Folks, serve these beans as a side, next to some pan-grilled fish, or even as a main course, as they certainly have enough protein. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as jarred white beans, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code on a fork during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here, as it is the base fat of the dish and what truly makes the difference. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to cut 2 slices from a baguette, each one being 1 inch thick, which is 2.5 centimeters. And remove the skins from 6 cloves of garlic. And as you know, I like to give them a quick twist as the skin is easily removed. Then we'll add the slices of baguette and the cloves of garlic into the stock pot. And we're going to fry the ingredients between 3 to 4 minutes until they're golden fried all around. In the meantime, let's start prepping our beans. I'm going to drain a jar of cooked white beans into a colander. Once again, this is the same thing as the canned ones, and rinse them under some water. Size of the jar that I'm using is 25 ounces, which is about 700 grams. Leave where you get the super soft Spanish beans I'm using in the description box below. And we'll also finely chop 1 medium-sized onion. Then we'll move back to the stock pot. Once the slices of baguette and cloves of garlic are golden fried, we'll remove them from the pan and turn off the heat. Then we'll add the fried garlic into a mortar, along with 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is 1 gram, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams, and a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, which is a little over 1/2 gram. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until they're well mashed. You can also use a food processor here, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Once the ingredients are well mashed, we'll add in the slices of fried baguette. And we'll continue to pound down on the ingredients until we end up with a paste-like texture. Once we end up with a paste-like texture, we'll add in 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use rice wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. And we'll also add in a 1/4 cup of water, which is 60 milliliters. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. For the next step, we'll heat the same stock pot with a medium heat, and if you see your pan needs more oil, just drizzle some in. And add in the chopped onion. And we'll mix it around continuously and go for a few minutes here. After 4 to 5 minutes, and the onions are slightly translucent, we'll add in the adobo sauce. And we're going to continue to mix this and go for about 30 seconds here. And I tell you, by adding in the sauce right now and lightly sauteing it, it's going to make it nice and fragrant, which just gives this dish that beautiful lift of flavors. After about 30 seconds, we'll add in the rinsed white beans. and 2 cups of vegetable broth, which is 480 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And then turn it up to a high heat and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low heat. And we're going to simmer this for about 10 minutes, that way the flavors can develop. And you want to make sure to give the stock pot a gentle shake once in a while, as that's going to help thicken up the broth. After simmering the beans for about 10 minutes, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat and transfer some of the beans into a shallow bowl. And check it out, folks, our Spanish beans and adobo sauce are done. Easy to make, the simplest ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Alubias and Adobillo, a very typical dish from the south of Spain. And I tell you, it smells absolutely beautiful. Here we go. Still hot. Grab a spoonful. This is absolutely delicious. Another dish where less is more. The simple things are the best things. The beans absorbed everything in the pan. Then you smell it in your mouth. And then that adobo sauce, taking this to the truly next level. Easy to make, heart healthy. Give it a try at home. Once again, as a side dish or even as a main course. It's the kind of food that with each bite is going to fill you with so much goodness. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Robert Gerhardt, Andrew Scotchmer, and Brian Sweeney. Young guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.